Welcome back to another Arcane Odyssey video. If you want to see more Arcane Odyssey videos from me, make sure to like the video. Let's get 300 likes on this video. That is the like goal. Today I'm going to be talking about my max level mage build in Arcane Odyssey. And now this mage build has Ash and Shadow magic, and honestly I'm very comfortable with this build. Since a lot of people is new to the game, I'm also going to be talking a little bit about magic awakenings, and how to get your second magic. Now I did forget to record the part of me getting my second magic, but that's fine. I'm just going to take some gameplay from Ghost in the Cosmos video, and I'm just going to use that as some background footage while I talk over it, so you can have a visual idea of what to do. But with that being said, let's get straight into this video. Later on in this video, I'm also going to run some PvP clips, so you'll be seeing me PvP with my Ash/Shadow magic mage build. All right, so real quick, I'm actually level 121. That is 4 levels away from max level, and the only reason why I'm saying I'm max level is because I'm practically basically max level. Now with 4 levels, you can get about 8 more skill points, but I don't really need the 8 skill points as my build is practically complete without it. So here's my stats right here. I have 16 in vitality and a 226 in my magic, 0 and everything else. Now with the next 8 skill points I'm about to get before I actually hit max level, I'm going to put all of it in magic, and that should leave me to about 234. Now with 234, I will be able to actually put my second move for Ash as a ultimate art, which is unlocked at 230. Now I'm going to talk about ultimate art in a second, but first I want to talk about what I did wrong with this build and what I can actually do better to improve it, or what I should have done. So like most of you, I was pretty new to the game, although I am a very huge Arcane Adventure fan. I played the OG Arcane Adventure back in 2016 2015. But anyways, the only thing that I would have changed with this build is putting everything in magic. Nothing in vitality, nothing in strength, nothing in weapons. That is the only thing I would change with this build. Now that should leave me with 250 in magic. Now the only reason why I put stuff in vitality is because I thought, well, I need something in vitality, right? No, you really don't need anything in vitality. So if you read here, actually putting things in vitality slightly reduces your damage output, which is not what I really wanted. And not to mention, since this is a mage build, everything should go to magic. Literally everything. Nothing should go to vitality or any other stat that's in the game. But that is fine. Right now, this is basically a mage build, and I am going to fix this later in the future. Now with a mage build, you can turn a mage build into a warlock build or a paladin build, and you can also turn it into a savant build. Now savant builds are basically just investing skill points in 3 or more stats, but I don't really want a savant build, and I don't think I'm going to go for a savant build anytime soon. With this mage build, I think I'm going to keep it mage until I can't put any more in mage, and I'm probably going to go either warlock or paladin. But since I already have stuff in vitality and I cannot reset my skill points, I think it'll be wise if I go paladin. Anyways, yeah, so if you're making a mage build, put everything in magic. Don't do what I did. Don't put anything in vitality. What's good is that I noticed the mistake early on, and I was able to practically kind of fix it. So my 16 in vitality isn't really harming me anyway, so we could just leave 16 in vitality like that. It's not that big of a deal. All right, so let's talk about how to get your second magic. So as you may know, there's a way to get a second magic in the game. The first magic that you pick in the game is the magic that you're going to rely on in whatever build that you're going with. If you go 100% strength, 100% weapon, it does not matter. You're still going to rely on your magic in some way. Now to get your second magic, you actually have to be a mage build. You cannot be any other build but a mage. So if I go here into my info tab, as you can see, it says I am an apprentice mage. If you have some kind of other build, paladin will gift you with something else. He will not gift you with a second magic. But anyways, to get your second magic, you basically have to complete the entire storyline. So after you defeat King Calvis, you'll eventually be redirected to Ren. After you talk to Ren, he will then tell you to meditate in 3 different locations around the map. That is a pretty easy quest to do. All you really have to do is just travel to the 3 different locations and just meditate there. After you defeat King Calvis and you talk to Ren and you do Ren's quest, which is his meditation quest, then you have to be at level 119 to continue the story. If you're already at level 119, then you're good. If you're not level 119, I recommend traveling back to Ravenna and talking to Dame Cassania. You can do her repeatable quests until you're level 119. It shouldn't take you too long, especially if you're doing it with friends. After that, you'll be able to continue the storyline, and you're going to be going into a cavern. Once you find your way in the cavern, you're going to be traveling through the ancient mountain, through the summit of the Titans, and you're going to be going through a very dark cave. And I can't really help direct you through this cave because it is pitch black and it's really hard to see in there. All I can say is good luck. It might take you 10 minutes to find it. It's not that hard though. The torch is better than the lantern. I'd recommend getting a torch. I don't know how to get a torch besides chest, so good luck with that. It's not too hard. Didn't take me too long. Anyways, once you finally make it on top of Mount Arthurus, you have to explore the top of Mount Arthurus and you eventually run into Paladin's little temple. Once you're inside a Paladin's temple, the game will prompt a yes or no question, basically asking if you're ready to continue. Your current stat build will be locked, meaning you will forget some abilities that are unused by your current build. For an example of what this means, before I click yes to that prompt question, I had stats in my strength, stats in my magic, and stats in my vitality. Now the game recognized that I was a mage build, so once I click yes, the game automatically took all of my stats from my strength and put it in my magic. My vitality stayed the same. That is because the game recognized that I was a mage build. Now it might be completely different depending on your stats if you're not a mage build, but that is just what happened for me. Anyways, you want to click yes, and you actually have to click yes to continue the storyline. If you're a mage build, clicking yes will prompt you to choose your second magic. If you're a different type of build, you will get something different. I don't know what it is for a different build. I know some people that went a strength build got magic imbued in their fists, which is pretty cool, I guess. You just get different things depending on your build. But anyways, once you finish talk to Paladin, the game will basically reborn you with a second magic. And that is basically how you get your second magic. It is not that complicated. All you really have to do is just keep following the storyline. And if you're a mage build, you'll be prompted to pick your second magic once you finish talking to Paladin. All right, now that you know how to get your second magic, I want to talk a little bit about tweaking your magic moves and also awakenings. So right now the current max level is 125, which that gives you 250 stat points to work with. I don't remember the level requirement to make your first magic move an ultimate, but the level requirement to make your second magic move an ultimate is level 230, magic level 230. Now keep in mind that you can only make one magic move an awakening or ultimate or whatever you want to call it. I'm pretty sure it is an ultimate. Yes, ultimate art. The game gives you a choice to make one of your moves an ultimate for each magic. So I can make one of my ash moves an ultimate, and for my shadow I can make one of my shadow moves an ultimate. Now for my second move I need magic level 230, for my third move 260, for my fourth move, etc, 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 all the way up until my ash mode, which is 350. Now since the max level is only 125, which grants you 250 stat points, you are only able to get up until your second move, which is 230. And like I said before, keep in mind that you can only have one move on your magic as an ultimate. That is until they eventually raise the level cap, but until then we can only work with what we have. Okay, now tweaking spells is actually really important because you could do a lot of useful stuff with tweaking your spells. And honestly, I'm not going to go through every single one, just the important things that I think of that you should consider doing. And each move is completely different, so you should go over each move as you can change a different aspect of the move. So for my first move for Ash, the only things I changed was the shape. I made the shape Phoenix. Now different shapes has different attributes. Arrow has 50% more speed, 55% less size. There is shark, there is horizontal slash, hammer, there is a dragon head. Dragon head is 10% more damage, negative 20 speed. And you can also go with none if you just don't want any, but I went with Phoenix. Phoenix has 20% less speed and 10% more damage. And I also changed the amount to 4. Now changing the amount to 4 divides the total amount of damage of your move into 4 different from, in my case, Phoenix birds. So if I made it one big Phoenix bird, 100% of my move damage will go into that one Phoenix bird. But since I have 4 Phoenix birds, my damage is cut into 25% into each of those Phoenix birds. So this is how the move actually looks. Like I said, it fires 4 Phoenix birds. It's relatively slow, but it does a lot of damage. And I honestly don't need it that fast. If I needed something faster, I can use my Shadow Blast because my Shadow is really fast. Now for my Shadow first move, the only thing I changed was the amount, and I put the amount to 20. I cannot change the shape until I'm magic level 340. And I don't get my ultimate until magic level 320, but that is perfectly fine. Now you can tweak it however you want and whatever you prefer. If you prefer 1 blast, 2 blasts, 3 blasts, all up to 20 blasts, however you want. Most of the time I land most of my blasts, so that's a good thing. Now the next thing I changed is my second move for Ash. Now this one is pretty important in my opinion. I changed the type to pillar, so it's more of a pillar instead of a sphere. And I changed the style to place, so I can place it wherever I want instead of it being around my character. And then I left the duration to 1 because I don't want any duration. So basically changing the style to place allows me to place it wherever I want instead of it just blowing in front of my character or on my character. So with my shadow, if I use my second move for shadow, it explodes around me. If I use my second move for my ash, I actually get to aim it wherever I want, and it shoots up a pillar of ash. and I love it. I like it way better. If I need an explosion around me, I can always use my second move for shadow. Both my Ash and Shadow Beam is the same. I left it originally the same how it was because I felt like I did not need to change it. However, my Shadow Beam is slightly faster than my Ash Beam, but I'm pretty sure my Ash Beam does a little bit more damage. Now you may know that you cannot M1 with your magic, so I like to have a sword on me just in case if I actually do have to M1. And you're not allowed to use fists anymore. As a mage, the game will take the fists away from you, so yeah, you gotta go weapon. For your M1s, that is. Bro, is that a whole tsunami? Damn, that's crazy. I just recommend messing around with the stuff that you can change for your moves. There's some cosmetic stuff you can change, like casting styles, basically like the animation of what you're going to go into before the cast or whatnot. And there's a couple other cool stuff that you can change. I recommend messing around with it. I know I'm saying this a lot, but I really do recommend messing around with it. And ultimate arts are pretty cool. So once you reach the level of being able to put an ultimate art on one of your moves, go on ahead and do that. But this is basically my maxed out Mage, Shadow, and Ash build. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think about this build. This build is still a work in progress, as level 125 is not the finalized max level for this game. The level cap is going to grow or be higher or whatever, you get it. My next build I'm working on is a weapon build or a weapon and magic build. I'm not sure what it is going to be yet, but I'm probably going to do a video on that whenever I finish the build, which is hopefully this week in the next coming like couple of days. If you want to see more Arcane Odyssey builds from me, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be rolling a PvP clip of this build that I took with my friend, and with that being said, enjoy the rest of the video. Laters. I thought it was like, oh, what you trying to get into?
Yeah, nah, I'm not.
Nah, what you trying to get into?
Are you trying to be beyond? Yo, what?
Yeah, what you trying to get into? Ah, man, that hurts. You're gonna get your ass beat, you know that, right? Ah, screw you. Die. Oh yeah, that's the damage right there. Ow.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I'll admit defeat.
Why did I do 200? Oh my gosh.
For some reason, you do a lot of damage.
I do a lot of damage. GG.
This is not balanced at all.
That's balanced, bro.
Shoot my shot like a fucking heat seeker. Off of the molly and the coke, she a keeper. No, I really love her, but no, I don't need her. No, it sounds bad, but I never wanna leave her. Yeah, I've been in my bag for a long, long time. I've been going down the road, it's a long, long ride. And the only one I want is you, my side. We gon' split this shit up like it was apartheid.